This is probably going to be long and rambling. It may go off in a couple of different places, but I'm not really too worried about it because I kind of just have to get everything out. I had a really awful mental health day yesterday. Things were okay. The plan was to go to New School Wrestling last night and to watch Alex Shelley and Del Bruno, which I did. The match was very good. I'm sure somebody will see it at some point. The footage will get out there. 2 years ago, when my angle ended at Pro Wrestling Ontario, I went through a series of traumatic stuff all in a row. In a span of like less than 6 months, my dog died, my girlfriend of 10 years and I broke up, and I was looking at possibly living on the streets. I didn't have a place to live. I didn't have a place to go. I ended up in my parents' basement. And what nobody really knows is that there was a good couple of weeks while I was there that I was strongly considering getting on a milk crate, securing something around my neck and hopping off the box. Very few people are aware of this. It doesn't really matter because I'm still here right now. But in the midst of that breakdown, it's kind of hard to explain this. When suicidal ideation happens, two things generally tend to happen with human beings. You either tend to start telling everybody you love them and you want to hand off items of yours that were very important to you, and you want people to keep, like rings or, sentimental things. The other side of it is you nuclearly drop a bomb on everybody that's around you. You hope that you can make them hate you enough so that that'll push you over the edge. And thank God for Mike McKelvey, because I probably wouldn't be here otherwise. But the fact of the matter is at the end of the day, I burned every bridge I had in professional wrestling. Every promoter that ever gave a shit about me, the guys at Pro Wrestling Ontario, there are a number of people who don't need to be named out, who don't need to be called out by name, but I nuked every person that I had around me because I didn't have any self-worth and I wasn't worth anything at the time. There's still days where I don't feel like I'm worth anything. But I kind of always hoped that maybe there would be some understanding and maybe I would have a spot to go back or something. I don't know. I've never felt more unwelcome than where I was last night. And maybe this is on me because of the way I went out and because nobody is aware of what happened. And nobody is aware of what took place with me in that time period because I wasn't telling anybody. Nor really should I have, because with wrestling you tell nobody anything personal because it can be used against you very quickly if it wants to be. And so I stood on my own. I buried myself, and for the past 2 years I've sat doing nothing. So last night I tried to make a show. And I felt like I had cancer or leprosy or something. Like, very few people wanted to look me in the eye. Very few people wanted to have anything to do with me. It felt awful. And I've never felt like that at a wrestling show before. And now I know how some other people have felt based on the way I've probably treated them in the past. So I do not know if I will be making any more wrestling shows. My anxiety last night was really bad. I smoked way more marijuana than I should have. Not to the point where I was out of control or anything, but I was definitely overly medicated. And then I came home and drank, which was not a smart coping mechanism, but that's what we did. No, it's not what we did, it's what I did. I will say, though, that I was able to maintain it to only like 2 or 3 drinks. So that's, I suppose, a positive if we're looking for silver linings. I don't even know where I'm going with the rest of this. At the end of the day, I'm happy I got to spend a little time doing something like that, but I'm really sorry that things ended the way they did. I didn't... I never wanted things to go the way they did. And I certainly never meant to disrespect or dishonor the people that gave me opportunities and paid me to do those things. And then I basically shit in their mouth. Mental health is not an easy thing to deal with. And I struggle with it every day. Some days are better than others. Some weeks are better than others. Some months are better than others. I'm trying my best. I'm really sorry that it's not good enough sometimes. I'm sorry that I have a tough time with acceptability and accountability. I'm sorry for a lot of things. But, hey, onward and upward, right? The plants look really good. Hope everybody has a great day. I think I'm going to be quiet for a little bit.